I don't have much to bring. My heart's torn to pieces. It's my offering.
All right, all right, all right. Hey, thank you, everybody. Like I said, you know, I always like to give a little bit of more motivational or inspirational song at the beginning of our call. I thank everybody for coming out today. I know this was a one of our calls that we're not used to having one on Sunday, but I had I just had a vision earlier this week. And I thought that, we all need, because Larry and I, we talk about, being a part of a big team and being a part of a larger team. It's not just about, we talked about it last week, it's not just about me. It's not just about Larry. It's about, all of you guys and all of us being a part of a bigger team. And, after we talked about that, just so happened, I saw I was on a power call, Brother Lucian. He was the, matter of fact, we're gonna ask Brother Lucian for a couple of words here in just a second. Thank you and welcome you to the call again, Brother Lucian. We had introduced you guys, Lucian, a couple of times on the call for people who's been on the call before. Lucian, he's not even in our upline, but he's a part of Carrot Bars. And, we just kind of wanted everybody to know that you're not in business by yourself. I'm sorry, you're not in business, you're in business for yourself, but you're not in business by yourself. And I was on a power call and Mr. Ty Best, he was on there and he was talking about the importance of being a part of a team and the importance of building your team. And, he said some stuff in there. It just made me realize a lot of you people that's on the call today, or a lot of people that's in our group, you guys have heard us talk about Ty Best, but you never really met him. You don't really know who he is. And so I just reached out to him, man, and just kind of, went out on a limb and said, hey, I met Mr. Ty Best a couple of times. I watched him matter of fact, he was the one that kind of inspired me, to get involved in Carrot Bars and get rolling. And he didn't even know it. I was just watching some videos of him, and jumped on YouTube, and then I jumped on a power call we tell you guys all the time about goldrocks.info. And I just, listening to this guy and seeing him talk, it just really, really, really inspired me because I could see me in him, and again, I don't want to give you all, I'll tell you a little bit more about him once he joins the call. He's very busy, guys. And like I said, again, we're blessed to have him join us today. He's on another call and he's going to come on for a few minutes. Once he gets off that call, I'm thinking about another 5 or 10 minutes from now. And then he's going to jump off and I'm going to share the video, the training video that he was going over that night on the power call to show you how to build depth in your Carrot Bars business. Okay. Brother Lucian, well, I'll tell you what, I'm not going to do. I'm going to let Larry do this. Larry, everybody knows Larry Gayton. He's my brother in crime, my partner in crime. He's my go-to guy. Brother Larry Gayton is the one that introduced Carrot Bars to me, and just really kind of inspired me to watch the videos and to start saving in gold and all that good stuff. And like I said, Larry and our history go way back, and when I trust him, and when he told me this was a good thing, hey, I just grabbed onto its coattail and started rolling with it. So I'm gonna let Brother Larry Gayton tell you a little bit about Mr. Lucian, and then when Mr. Ty Best jump on the call, guys, hey, I'm gonna listen to do like everybody else did. Like he told everybody, shut up and let him talk. So, hey man, say hello to the team tonight, and then introduce Brother Lucian to him, man.
Yes, sir. Hey, everyone, thanks for joining. Appreciate you jumping on, man. This thing is absolutely amazing. And I'm glad that you all are taking the time to be here, because guess what? It's worth it. It is absolutely worth it for all of us to be a part of this great organization. You know, Lucian and I have known each other probably, gosh, what, Lucian, almost 5 years now. Lucian, again, he's not my direct upline, but of course, we're on the same team in Carrot Bars. He inspires me every time I talk to him. He always has good information. He's always in the know. And I just love this guy, man. He's an amazing person. I love how he loves his family, you know, and for him, it's not just about him. And we are so like-minded. You know, it's not about us. It's about who can we help? Who can we reach out to? Who can we bring on board to add to? You know, there's a lot of people that add stuff, but Lucian adds substance. You know, he doesn't just give you milk. He gives you the meat and everything with it. An amazing businessman, has had several companies. This is my brother. We talk every single day, and like I say, he always inspires. Mr. Lucian, how you doing, brother?
I'm great, brother. We're at the grocery, or just leaving the grocery store, and got to stop by another one, man. But I'm doing great, man. We were running out of food this week.
All right, brother. Glad to have you on.
Oh man, thank you, brother. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate all you do, and appreciate all you do for me, man. Thank you for that great introduction to you. I feel like I'm somebody now just because you did that. you go over the top, man. I thought you were talking about somebody else there for a minute.
No, brother. You know it's you. You know it's you, Lucian.
I just try to aspire to be who my dog thinks I am. What are you?
Yeah.
I tell you what, guys. Hey, sorry to interrupt, but we'll finish up our conversation in a minute. I told you, you know, our guest, Mr. Ty Best, had just logged the call.
Hold on, Al. I'm sorry. I know Mr. Best is busy, but I have to say this real quick. Listen, you guys know that I was in healthcare for years, and that I traveled for years, and that I was always on a plane first class with some celebrity or another, you know, Al, and just me seeing them and speaking to them, it wasn't no big deal. You know, I didn't get no butterflies. I don't care how big the celebrity was. But when you told me that Mr. Best himself was going to be on here, man, I'm like kind of shaking. I'm kind of shaking a little bit. And, you know, we're all combat veterans. You know, we've been out there in the thick of it. But to have Mr. Best on here, I'm telling you, man, I'm like, I don't know how to explain it right now. But this guy has added so much value to my life. You know, the other celebrities and other people that I've met, yeah, they're good, they're okay, but they didn't add the value that Mr. Best has added. And like you said, Al, he didn't even know it. Okay, go ahead, brother. Sorry.
Well, that's true, man. And again, you know, like you just said it, we're combat veterans, so you know exactly what I mean when I talk about direct fire and indirect fire. You know, Larry, guys, if you guys don't know what I'm talking about, you know, in the military, you know, Larry, I, and then old Sergeant Major up there in the top left corner, we were all tankers in the Army, and we were what we call direct fire, man. We see the enemy, we put some fire right down on top of them. We can hit them with them tanks about, you know, 2,000 or 3,000 meters out. We can knock them out with precision. But when they was a little bit further out than that, we had to call in indirect support. That was the field artillery guys that was sitting way back there in the back. Some of you guys on the call might know what I'm talking about. But we had to call in for fire. We say, hey, man, look, we got some guys out there, you know, that we can't get a hold of. We need you to drop some fire on them. So we would. So that's what Mr. Ty Best is in this business for us. He's our indirect fire support. You know, there's some people on the call, there's some people in your groups that you may not be able to actually, you know, reach. You may not be able to, they may not be able to relate to you directly or, you know, right off the bat. But, you know, that's why being a part of the team, you know, the bigger team is very, very important because if you can't, they may not be able to relate to you, but hey, Mr. Ty Best, they gonna relate to him one way or the other, because that's the way he's speaking. You guys go hear it in a second. When he speaks, he kind of like that. What's that guy named E.F. Hutton?
E.F. Hutton.
Yeah, when he speaks, everybody listen. All right. So let me go ahead and introduce Mr. Best. You know, like I said, guys, I met Mr. Best. I had the privilege, my wife and I had the privilege of meeting him up in Nashville, Tennessee back in November 2019. And, you know, I had heard about his book, but I didn't have a chance to, get his book. But when I met him up in Nashville, Tennessee, I was in line to buy a few other books, and Mr. Ty Best handed me a book, and it's this book right here. He gave this book to me. You know, I mean, he didn't have to do that. He gave it to me. He signed it. He autographed it and gave it to me and said, hey, man, this is something that you need to read and make sure that the people in your organization read it. You know, it tells you that Mr. Best, he's been in network marketing for over 37 years. 37 years in the network marketing business. You know, he worked in the corporate world for, I believe he said, over 18 years. He worked in the corporate world, but then he gave up that job because what he had been doing, you know, for 12 years on the side, I think as a part-time gig, you know, he started making more money in that part-time gig than he did on his corporate job. And then that's where his heart was at, because he's a dream chaser. He was a born dream chaser, you know, and so that network marketing afforded him the opportunity to chase his dreams, and not just chase them. They gave him the opportunity to acquire his dreams, to attain his dreams. You know, him and his wife both, and he has a son. I think he's 35 years old, or maybe 37. I'm not sure, but I know he's up there close to that 35, 37 years old. You know, they've all been doing network marketing now for 24 years, maybe 25 now. And that's it. That's all they've been doing. They have reached that goal that we're all trying to strive for right now. They're financially free, and he's out just building a dream and helping us all build our dreams. And like I told you before, you know, guys, when we invited you into this Karatbars business, we told you that you're going to be in business for yourself, but you're not by yourself. And Mr. Tyrone Best is a prime example of what we're talking about. You know, he didn't have to do it, but I'm glad that he did. Mr. Ty Best, the floor is yours, sir. We appreciate you.
Hey, good afternoon, Mr. Taff. Can you hear me okay?
Yes, sir. We can hear you.
Okay. Well, first, I want to say thank you for the introduction. I've never been called like ass support or outside support before. I said, that's a good definition. Thank you. I'd appreciate that. And then I want to apologize to Brother Lucian. Lucian, I didn't mean to pop in there, man, to interrupt your flow, because, man, I appreciate everything the Solution Mention does, man. And Lucian just an incredible individual. And I think the gentleman, who's the gentleman that spoke first that was speaking with Lucian?
Larry.
Larry Gaden.
Larry? Okay, Larry, you know, I appreciate what you were saying about Lucian, because that's the absolute truth, man. Lucian is always giving. He's always there on the front line, right there with you, working with you. And I mean, and Lucian is independent before he came in Karatbars. He's been an entrepreneur all his life. And so that's the kind of person you want to be around anyway, who understands some about being self-employed, understands some about being an entrepreneur. Okay, and when you start associating with those kind of people, it changes your life. It changes your thinking. Okay, so anyway, I don't mean to jump off too fast, but again, thank you, Mr. Taff, for the introduction. Thank you for inviting me. Okay, I'm running from one. I go right after this to another Zoom I'm doing at 3 o'clock. And in fact, I know I got a Zoom at 3 o'clock, guys, but I forgot who I'm even doing the Zoom for. So I got to figure it out in the next 20 minutes too. But I'm telling you, I just know I got to lose. I'm going, okay, I got somebody to do it at 3 o'clock. I had a 2 o'clock person to call to wish a birthday thing to. Then I jumped on this Zoom, then I'm jumping on another Zoom. And he said, why you do all this stuff? Number one, I love doing it. I see, and if I could say anything to you, when you can get this business in your heart where you're not doing the business, you're just doing you, this will become the easiest thing you'll ever do. The yeses, no's don't matter. You're just going about your business, okay? Every day sharing this dream with people about being free, letting them know the possibility of being free, about changing life. That's all you're doing. And there's no stress associated with it. And when you let go and let God understand this, directing your path through this business, you are so at peace with this thing. And then once you truly start to understand that Karatbars is the greatest business on the planet today, I'm not saying out of hype. Al said, you guys what? I've been in this for 37 years. I've owned 3 companies. Owned 3. You understand what I'm saying? Now, I have attempted to build 3 companies that I own. That's not my gift. Okay? Ownership was not my thing. You know why? Because I like empowering people. And when you're the owner, you got to do some nasty stuff sometimes. You got to hire some people and you got to fire some people. You don't have a choice. Sometimes you got to fire them. Okay? I remember having to bring in a mother in one of my companies with 3 kids. And I had to fire this woman with 3 kids to feed, but I had to fire her because she could not get to work on time. And I went and said, look, I understand. You got these kids. And I know for 3 kids, man, something's happening every morning. It messes up. You come here at 9:30, 10 o'clock. I said, but you got to get here. You got to get in a reasonable amount of time on a consistent basis. I can't let you come here late all the time. All these other people, I got to hold all these other 15 employees. I got to hold them to, I got to hold them to their feet to the fire and then let you do whatever you want to do. Because you got some kids. They got kids too. Man, went through this for about 6-7 months. Finally, I got to let you go. Can't do it. I didn't like that. I didn't like calling people in and say, here's your raise. Here's your 50-cent raise. I said, look, I'm a networker now. I'm a networker. I'm trying to empower people. I'm saying, you understand? I'm not paying you what you're worth. You're worth more than $8 an hour. But the job's worth $8 an hour. Not you, the job. All of you out there who got a job, understand, the job's worth 20 grand a year. The job you're doing worth 30,000 a year. Not you. You're worth infinitely more than that. But we got to convince you of that. And that's where Welcome to the Worldwide come in. That's where your leadership come in. That's where the people who got you on the Zoom come in and saying, you can do more. And we're going to help you do it. You can accomplish it. We're going to help you do it. And we're going to put you in a position where you make money while you sleep. 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Think about what's going on right now with this health crisis. We got the greatest health crisis. I don't even like to call the name of it. I call it the health crisis in the world. I mean, I've seen a lot of things come out there. I've told people, I said, look, if your income is based on your ability to perform, you're a financial disaster waiting to happen. I've been saying that for 30-some years. Okay? I didn't do it as succinctly as Warren Buffett said, until you learn how to make money while you sleep, you're going to work till you die. That's brilliant. Wow. But I didn't see this health crisis coming that would shut down, not Georgia, not Tennessee, not where you live. It shut down the whole world at one time. You go down to little towns that the whole town shut down. You go into every nail salon closed, every barber shop closed. Look, my dental office closed. So they're not going to open back up to April 24th. Now they may not open back to May. Okay? Anytime you're in a situation where your business requires you to perform, your business requires you to show up and perform. I don't give you a dentist, lawyer, accountant. You're a financial disaster waiting to happen. Because at some point, you're going to get tired, you're going to get old, you're going to get sick. And that's why the carrot bars. Then here comes carrot bars. In spite of this thing that's going around the world right now, that got people terrified, we're operating 7 days a week, 24 hours a day, in 140 countries. Carrot bars is paid those in the field who've been doing the work for the last year, 2 years, 3 years, 3 months, in 21 days, it's paid us 7 times, and we've never had to leave the house to get the money. Think about that. This is what you have in your hands. You don't have to leave the house to spend the money. You can take out your Travelers, your MasterCard, and spend it all over the world, all on the phone, doing stuff, and have Amazon drop stuff right to your doorstep. Man, I wish I could tell you, I saw all this. I had such vision. I was a prophet. I didn't see all this coming. I'm just like you. And 37 years ago, a guy showed me an opportunity and asked me, do I know anyone who'd like to make extra $1,500 a month? And I was sharp enough to say me. He didn't talk about getting rich. He didn't talk about getting free. And I didn't get excited about the $1,500. The $1,500 was just something else to do. I didn't get excited, man, Al, until that guy started talking about freedom. That joke started talking about freedom. And I hate to say I was so ignorant, but look, if you don't know you're enslaved, you will not seek freedom. Does that make sense? If you don't know you're in bondage, you don't even seek freedom.
That's right.
95% of the population walk around in bondage. They don't know they're in bondage. I said, no, a job, an employee, don't quit your job. Your job with financial freedom. So don't quit the job, but understand that people said, what? No, I'm not. I said, yes, you are. You're enslaved. Because every Monday through Friday, or whatever 5 days a week they have you working, you got to show up. And if you don't show up 2-3 days in a row, by that third or fourth day, you will be free for real. They will let you go free. You won't have any money, but you'll be free. But they got us convinced that we're free because they give us Saturday and Sunday off. Heck, on the plantation, they gave the slaves Sunday off, sort of. From the field, they gave them Sunday off, sort of, a little part of Sunday off. Okay? I've been saying for 20 years, a job is 21st century slavery. I said, all master did was figure out a smarter way to do it. So what do you mean? He said, man, look, we ain't just got enslaved folks of color. Let's enslave everybody. What? Let's give them a job. Okay? He said, no, I'm free. If you have to live 10 miles from that job, you're right on the plantation. You don't even realize it. It's all subtle, man. It's so subtle, it just blows me away. You don't want to get me started. Hey, let me stop, man. Is there any question I can ask somebody? Because I can rant on like this. Man, you know, I'm on a rant this morning. You know why? Because I've been fired up. I read a couple of things this morning. I read a thing about how the pharmaceutical cartel got started. I've been preaching about that for 20 years. I've been telling people for 20 plus years the body heal itself. You don't need all that medication. Man, I read something else that's so powerful. Watch this. It says, it is easier to fool a person than to teach a person who's been fooled, the truth. You understand now? If you've been fooled, if you've been led to believe you're free because you got Saturday and Sunday off, it is easier to enslave you again than it would be to set you free.
Oh, wow.
It's easier to convince you of, if you've been convinced of some falsehood, it's easier to let you have that falsehood in your mind than to tell you the truth. Okay? And here we are telling people, this paper stuff, I keep it laying around the house as a prop. Okay?
Hold up. You got unmuted. You muted yourself, Mr. Bass.
Okay. All right, there we go. Can you hear me now?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I keep it laying around the house as a prop. It's just paper. But we've been convinced this is money. Scripture tell you gold is money. But we believe this is money. So work all our lives for this and don't get ahead. And don't understand why we don't get ahead. You tell people, here's the truth. 95% of the population is going to be dead or broke at age 65. Now more like 80. But at 65, they're going to be broke. According to the Social Security Administration, 95% of the population, watch this, at age 65 will depend upon family or government for existence. 1 will be wealthy, 4 will be independent. According to the U.S. Census Bureau, 85% of the population at age 65 don't have $200 in the bank after working 40 years. That's truth. Wow. I've been saying it since 1983, when it was first told to me at 20 years old. That's why I feel blessed, man. I'm humble, folks. I'm not impressed with me at all. I'm telling you, I feel humble that somebody stopped me at 28, introduced me to this world outside of that world, and educated me, and I listened. And I said, oh my God, I said, you don't have to believe what I'm saying. Listen, Addison, all that is, look around. Look at all your aunts and uncles and cousins. Look at all the folks who've been doing something for 20, 30, 40 years. They're already 50, 55, 60 years old. And ask yourself, do you want to be where they are? And I was sitting there in the meeting like this. I looked around and said, all my uncles broke. All my aunts broke. My grandparents broke. Those who still living. Those who died, they died broke. Everybody knew 65, 70 years, they broke. I said, good God, I don't know anybody with any money. And look, and they were 65, 67 years old. They worked until they could no longer work anymore, went out on disability, or they died.
Wow.
Now, that's the truth. Now, it took some guts to face that truth. I said, oh my God, I don't know exactly what these guys talking about, this networking thing, but you know what? I'm going to listen to them. So I saw a guy 32 years old on a stage who was free. He was free. His wife was free. Had a brand new baby and 2 Cadillacs in the driveway, and he was talking about freedom. That got my attention. That's why I talk so much about freedom in Carabas. I believe Carabas is the ultimate freedom run. I still believe it's a 2 to 5 year run, depending on your level of credibility, your level of influence, all those kinds of things. But I don't care who you are. Okay? You can do this business. I don't care if you come with a lot of resources. I don't care if you come in with a good, handsome look illusion, okay? Or come in and shop and like, it doesn't matter. Come in with all the degrees behind, that doesn't matter. The only thing you need to succeed in Carabas, you got to have a dream, and you got to plug into a system, and you got to direct people to see the presentation. You don't need, if you do it right, you don't even have to learn the presentation now. Because we're doing live presentations every day at 12 and 9 o'clock every day. So you don't have to learn the presentation, but you have to learn how to pick up the phone and text people and say, hey, man, ran across something incredible. Check it out, 12 o'clock presentation, GoRocks.info. You got to do over and over and over and over and over again, no matter how boring, no matter how much rejection you take, no matter how many people say no, you just keep doing it over and over again. And you're going to have a business. Why? Because there's no way, it's a mathematical impossibility for you to plant this vision, this seed, this dream called Karatbars in brains and not have somebody respond, just like you did. So there's any question I can answer, man, because I can go like this for 2 hours.
Yeah, wow. Hey, I tell you what, and I can sit right here and listen to you for 2 hours, Mr. Best, because I tell you what, that's a powerful message, and we really appreciate that. I want to throw a first question out there, and hopefully we'll get some people on the call that if they have any questions about Karatbars or to you, they'll be more than happy to jump. We'll unmute them and let them speak directly to you. So, Mr. Best, can I ask you that? How long have you been in Karatbars?
Okay, let me. First, I've been in Karatbars 6 years. Can you still hear me? People keep calling me.
Yes, sir.
Call. That's okay. I've been in Karatbars 6 years. And
okay.
Let me say this one time. I believe it's the greatest thing I've been involved in 37 years of this industry. And quiet as kept, it's the second longest I've been in any company in 36 years. So that's another thing that people don't understand. To find a company that stands the test of time, Karatbars is 9 years old, is rare. There's probably less than 10 or 15 companies in the thousands of networking companies that have been created over the last 60, 70 years in this country that have lasted more than 10 years.
That's right.
Less than 10 or 15. I told you, I started 3. And longest I had lasted 4 years. You know, trying to sustain that growth, build that growth, sustain that momentum. It's a whole nother, and then to have the money to finance the growth and to go international. My companies, I wasn't in a position to even take them internationally. Because especially if you're marketing something like nutrition, when you want to go into another country, you're gonna put $250,000 to $500,000 up just to ship that product into that country. So it's so many things that people don't know. When I talk to folks, look, I'll be hours trying to tell you everything I've had to learn. They say experience is the best teacher, right? The second part of that statement is hopefully it's somebody else's, not yours. You don't want to learn everything through trial and error. I had to learn. I mean, I learned a lot from my mentors, but I'm a little stubborn, a little hard-headed. It's like I don't know if that'll work. And then, we got the other caveat, because all my mentors most of the time took me to this business were what? They were European descent. They were white folks, right? So I go, I don't know. Let's see if that'll work for black folk. Okay, let's see if that won't work. I think it's work. And then they go, no, that won't work with black folks. Okay, that don't work, period. I don't give you black, white, Latino, whatever it is, that just don't work. Okay, but I had to experience a lot of this stuff. Okay, firsthand. Not everything, but a lot of things. Okay, right. And so you don't have to do that. All you have to do is plug in and listen. There's thousands of years of networking experience in the Wealth Builders Worldwide community that can help you build your business. You don't have to start some shop, a restaurant on a corner. You pay $500,000 for it, and you have to learn how it works, please. And people are doing that now. People are dropping 50, 200 grand, starting some little shop on the corner. I got a friend of mine just opened, I won't call the name because the name is popular, opened a restaurant 6 months ago. They really weren't getting off the ground, and then he shut down completely. Put $500,000 in this restaurant. And 6 months later, the government said, shut it down. You can't congregate with people. They can't get no takeout because they hadn't really developed a customer base. Okay? And that lease on that property still got to be paid every month. Okay? Those employees, they would like to get paid. They out of work, man. Whew. We are the solution. Man, if you aren't inviting 25 to 50 people a day this thing, 2 things are happening. You don't believe, or you just, I shouldn't say it. That sounds so strong. I'm going to see I put it in a positive. If you understand what you have your hands on and you truly care, truly care about your fellow human being, you will be telling everybody that's 18 years or older than 90.6 and breathing about Karatbars. Okay? That's why I feel about it. Okay? If they look at me and smile, all they got to do is look at me and smile a little bit. Hey, my name is Ty Best, man. My business requires me to meet sharp people. What's your name? Hey, my name is Ty Best, man. I'm looking for, hey, let me ask you a question. Do you keep your income officer? Hey, my name is Ty Best. Do you know anybody who like to make extra $1,500 a month from home? Hey, my name is Ty. And I do it all the time. And don't get me started on Facebook. You ain't got to leave your house. Just go to Facebook and put in there Al Taft. Everybody would put in that Taft, TFT. Put that in there. Everybody, that last name will pop up all over the world. You understand? Watch this. Another thing. People say, well, I'm not on Facebook. I'm not on social media. Would you get on social media for $100,000 a year from home? So every time somebody call me with some excuse, well, I don't like Facebook. Would you learn to like it for $100,000 a year? Well, yeah, okay, great.
I would.
I don't like to talk to people. Would you learn to talk to them for $100,000 a year? Yeah, see, we can change. We're not some tree. Like we can't change. We plant like we can't change. We can change. Get on Facebook and just play. I got these senior citizens, sometimes they call at 75 years old, they say, man, I've never come on the computer. I said, you can change. But I don't, would you like it? Would you change for $100,000 a year? Well, yes, I would. Great. Now it's time to start changing. No excuses. Don't let, see, part of leadership is not letting people give you excuses. You got to say it with a smile. You got to keep a smile on your face. You got to good look at smile. You got to be smiling all the time when you say this stuff. They said, man, I don't have any time. I said, I know you don't. That's why I called you. They said, well, I know you don't have any time. I said, I don't have any spare time. I know you don't. Nobody has spare time. Everybody I know uses 24 hours a day. Only people don't use 24 hours a day, they're already in the graveyard. So nobody has spare time. Everybody got 24 hours. Now the question is, what are you doing with your time? And I submit you do have time. If you get rid of some of those hobbies, you don't have time to watch TV, to bowl, to ski, to play in the Little League football, to watch 20 hours of football a week, build your business and work a job. No. But if you cut that football watching out, you got time. If you cut that baseball watching out, you got time. If you cut the Real Housewives of New Jersey out, you got time. If you cut the soap operas out, you got time. If you cut the sports channel out, you got time. If you cut the bowling league out, you got time. If you cut fishing out, you got time. Cut baseball out, you got time. So I don't have any money. Stop getting nails done every week, you got money. Oh, I said it. Yeah, I did. Stop getting your hair cut every week, you got money. Okay? Stop buying new clothes every week, you got money. Look, hey, I got to tell you guys something. This is so funny. I had somebody call me this week and said, Tyrone, I got all this money. I got this extra money. I don't know where it's coming from. Because they not to care about me, this extra money. I said, that's because, watch this, and this is the last one, say, because the average person have never put a pencil to how much it costs them to have a job. So we look at the job and saying, I make $2,000 a month with my job, but you never put a pencil to it. So how much does it cost you to go to work every day? And you start putting a pencil to it, you may realize you make $500 a month. If you start putting a pencil to how much does, look, the first time I put a pencil to it was my wife was left her job in 1987. Okay, she was bringing home about $4,000 a month. And her job, $3,000 to $4,000 a month, her job as a flight attendant in 1987. I said, okay, let's put a real pencil to it. Okay, it costs you money to go to work, costs you money uniform. Sometimes you got to stay over in the hotel because you're flying. We put all the expenses. It would cost you about $1,500 a month to go to work. It was called, wait a minute, the babysitter was costing us $400 a week. That was $1,600 right there, just for the babysitter for our son. That was $1,600 right there. Then you throw the job expense, it would cost us about $3,000 a month for her to have a job to bring home $1,000. I said, honey, we bring you home, we already making that part-time. You don't need a job. We eating out 4 or 5 times a week. Why? Because she ain't got energy to cook. I don't have energy because I got a job too. So we got limited all that. I said, we good to go. I mean, that's the truth. Start to blow your mind when you start putting a pencil to how much it costs you to go to work. So I'm telling the person, I said, because you don't have, I said, think about it. If you're buying coffee every month, that's an expense every day. I don't care if it's 2 or 3 hours a day. Okay, cost you $10, $20 a month to buy coffee. That's $80 a month right there. But if you buying lunch when you're going out, you spend $5, $10 for lunch. You spend another $50 right. You spend $100 a week. How about gasoline in your car to and from work? I was talking to Dr. Patrice right there in Tennessee. Dr. Patrice said, man, he ain't filled up his car over a month now. He said he put gas in his car over a month. So he filled up a month or so ago. Him and Lisa said they ain't going nowhere. Okay. Then when my wife retired, we just went and got 1 car. We no longer need 2 cars. Just had 1. Okay. All of a sudden, the whole lifestyle changed. These are things we don't think about. Ask yourself sometimes, how much does it cost me to go to work? getting your clothes, especially if you got a professional job, getting your clothes cleaned. And look, I had a routine in my professional job where I just took 5 shirts to the cleaners every Friday night. And I pick them up, you know, the next Friday. I pick up that 5 or 10 shirts, gave them 5 or 10 more shirts. You know, it was just a routine, okay? Wow. And I realized I was spending $150 a month just on dry cleaning my shirts. Yeah, so anyway, that's no here there. So I know I'm the worst person in the world to ask a question to. I give 15-minute answers for a question. I got to stir with every question.
But I love it, and I tell you, I know you got to run. You got other calls, and I'll tell you again, we really appreciate you stopping in. But I want to give, did anybody else have a question for Mr. Ty Best? If you got a question, go ahead and unmute yourself or raise your hand or something. We'll let you.
I got a little time. I really, my appointment really not to 3:30. They're gonna be there from 3:30. I told them I'd be there about 3:30, so I'm good. Okay. And I'll try to be brief. I won't give a long soliloquy.
It's all right. We're here to learn, and we appreciate, like I said, anything that you can give us. These are gold nuggets that we're getting. Hey, so if nobody else have a question, let me throw this out there at you, because there's a myth out there, right? And you know this. I've heard you talk about it a lot, and you know, and I've been doing this thing, you know, network marketing thing myself for a while, and Karatbars ever since 2015. But you said you've been doing Karatbars for about 6 years. Now, we all know the Karatbar has been around since about 2011, right? So the myth is that if you didn't get in first, you're not gonna make the money.
Hey, look, God, what? Dog, I left it upstairs. Dog, I got a little CD. I got, it's called. They call me fanatical. I text you the information, and also I got a note called Instant Success. Okay. And that's one of the greatest myths and lies and misconception about this business ever. No matter what time you get in, you got to do the work. You can be the first one in, but if you don't build a team, you don't make any money. The team just don't fall from manna. They just don't fall from heaven. Somewhere you got to do the work. Look, I got some people, and oh Lord, I said I didn't want to go into all these stories. I know dozens of people, excuse me, who've been in about 6 different deals since I've been in Karatbars. All of them ground floor deals. All of them because they still believe the idea that this is some kind of pyramid and you got to get in first. Wait a minute. Why have they been in 6 different deals? Because that so-called pyramid didn't work. That's all exciting in the beginning. You got a whole group of people, they'll rush in because they believe that myth, Al, right? And they rush in. And then about 30, 69 days, all that new energy and excitement is gone. At some point, you got to buckle down, make a list, and go build a business. Now you got this whole team over there, maybe 1,000, 2,000 people, and everybody's sitting around waiting for somebody to do it. Because they thought all they do was get in, and it was just going to happen. Right. And that's why those companies, they're all excited for the first 90 days, and then you look about 90 days or 920 days, they gone. Just, in fact, if the company owner don't take the money and run, that's number one. You got to worry about that. Because if the company owner, he had 2,000 people get in, he pocketed $1 million, $2 million, he's gone. Unless he's flat out serious about it. Now, let's get to the real. I don't want to talk about company owners. I can talk about CEOs. What makes Karatbars so unique is I own Dr. Harold Sykes. He's been here 9+ years, actually 2 years before we got the doors open. Just planning for 2 years before we got the doors open. Okay? Dead serious. Watch this. I'm going to destroy the myth for you. I'm going to destroy the pyramid myth in a bunch of ways. There were 300,000 people in Karatbars before Mr. Delco and I got in. Wow. We're 2 of the top 10 or 15 income earners in the company. We're 2 or maybe 10 people that got a Rolex watch from the company. There were 3,000 people there before us. Now, if this is a pyramid, they should be long. How do we? It's what you do after you get in. Now, here's the other thing that's going to blow your mind. Mr. Delco's in my downline. I sponsored the guy who sponsored Mr. Delco. That means he's 2 removed from me, right? You got that, right? This pyramid, right? Well, Mr. Delco made more money than I did last year. Wow. Pyramid myth obliterated. Right. Okay. Now watch this. I ain't mad. If you understand this one concept in networking, you're going to be here for the rest of your life. I get paid to help people succeed. And the more they succeed, the more I succeed. The more money Mr. Delco make, the more money I still make. I'll give you another real example. We had this goal. Okay, and some of you might have already heard me talk about it. I don't talk about it much because, you know, I don't like to talk about money, especially going live and live streams and all that kind. We're on a live stream on Facebook?
No.
Okay, good. It's a private conversation. Okay, good. Watch this. Back, I think it was May, it's past May. Well, April, was liability. The brand new house, I go mortgage about $2 million. But that's not an asset either. That's a liability. It'll look good. I can take some nice pictures of it, but I don't own it. Okay? What Carabar is homey and financially, and we accumulated more assets in 6 years in Carabar's than we did the first 30 plus years in this industry. That's the difference. Okay? For me personally. Now, the difference as a company is that everything's about asset development here. And now with the multi-gold packages, oh my God. Lucian, Mike and I be sitting, Mike, I said, Mike, can you imagine how much gold would have if 6 years ago, this matching gold, this program is better now than it's ever been. I understand that 2-year run we had with the coin thing, because everybody got the lotto mentality. So, I get 100,000 coins as soon as it goes to $1, till it go to 10, I went for $1 million. Yeah, well, okay, great. That's behind us now. We're back to the fundamental basics, and he now stuck a matching gold program. Now, so all you do is get a multi-gold package, and you're going to get matching gold 7 generations. And think about getting paid. You get paid this month $1,000 in matching gold as an example. And then 3 months from now, the gold is worth $2,000. In all the things I've done, Lucia, I've never been in a company where he pay you with an asset with the potential to appreciate. Hats down. This is over.
He's forcing us to get wealthy.
Well, if we don't want to.
Who does that?
If we don't want to. And everything
That's
that
right.
change. This is the way the faith comes in. For all of us who listen, you gotta have. See, I got this unwavering faith in Dr. Harold Seitz now. Oh, that's how we'll be doing my 3 o'clock with Dr. Sergio Rosea. He called me back. Okay. I have this unwavering faith right now. And look, I stepped out on faith. Big Boomer told me, he says, Tyrone, I guarantee you, you give Carabar your A game, you will never regret it. I took him on his word. I stepped out on faith. I gave him an A. I didn't tiptoe in the water. I didn't tiptoe in the game. I dived in both feet and went running. And I've never regretted it. Then I met Dr. Harold Seitz, eyeball to eyeball, a year into the business. Okay? And now I've met him. I spent time with him. This man is unique in every way, folks. He's special. And I'm thoroughly convinced that he has our best interests at heart. Why? Not because I read in the book, because I've been here for 6 years, and every time he's made a change, he's made a change for our benefit. And watch this. And every time he committed to something, he's done it. And if he couldn't do it, it's because of some outside circumstances, and then he still made it right. Okay? That's the Carabar's difference. There anything else out there, what people doing. Not just we got the best product in the world. Think about this for a minute, Lucian. Everybody does everything new every day. And what they say, I'm not interested in money. Please. Everybody does everything every day to go get money. Why they go to work in the morning? To get money. Why they get in there with market comes? To get money. Why everything. Look. I don't want to insult anybody. Any pastors might be listening. But it's interesting how pastors found a way to have service on Sunday anyway and still get collections. Now, I'm not saying anything. I'm saying, you got some creative pastors out there, man. They taking their own online service. They taking cash out now. They taking PayPal. Okay. Everybody's doing everything to get money, right? Well, if that's the case, then we're going to have 10 to 20 million people in Carabar. Why? Because our product is money. What everybody's working to get, that's our product. So every time you exchange these for our product, you got money. You didn't spend any money. You got $6 worth of gold. And the gold going to appreciate, and this going to depreciate. Man, whew. But you watch, you got to calm down, Lucian, and you got to give it over to God, because if you don't, they drive you crazy. You be talking to folks, and they don't get it. You be like this. Why don't they get this thing? And I said, to God be the glory. Some people get it, some people don't. I don't understand what they don't see. I mean, I even got a favorite saying of mine when people say, well, I started thinking this is just not for me. I say to them, I said, well, what parts you didn't like, the saving money or the making money? Which part you felt uncomfortable with, the saving money or the making money? They go, what? I said, well, it's only two things we do. We save money and we make money. You can save money or make money, or you can do both. Which part you felt uncomfortable about? Well, maybe I must have missed something. I said, well, then go back and watch the video again. I said, that's all we do. Now, I know what's going on in their brain. What they're uncomfortable with is the concept. They're uncomfortable with the idea of inviting their friends. They're uncomfortable because they don't believe what we do. And this is, let me end with this, folks, I'm doing this call. The business is about elevating people's belief. That's why you got to drive them to the power call. You got to drive them to the training. You got to drive them to every Zoom that Al puts together, everything that Lucia put together. You got to keep feeding your people. You got to feed this faith. You got to teach them to feed their faith and starve their doubt. I'm making a lot of money in Caraboss. I'm on every power call. I'm making a lot of money on I'm on every Empower call. Every Empower call, not every Empower call. Okay? I'm on every training call. I don't need to be trained, but I hear something that tweaks my thought, my way of communicating. Okay, I learn something all the time. I'm in a constant learn mode. And that's how you build this business. I've spent the last 2 days doing a talk called Program Yourself for Success. Program yourself, okay? And you got to and how do you program yourself? By plugging in. You cannot plug in to what we're doing on a consistent basis. You cannot come to Let's Go Weekend or the live Let's Go Weekend events we're doing now. You cannot come to those things on a consistent basis. You cannot put Caraboss up on a consistent basis and not talk about it. We talk about what we see and what we hear. It's so simple, but the average person don't get it. They think they talk about what they talk. No, you talk about what you saw on television. You talk to somebody and all they talk about is this healthcare crisis or that, C word I don't like to talk about. That's why they watch that 24-hour news cycle a day. They terrified. Okay. Anyway, man, I hope I said something to help somebody today.
Oh man, I tell you what, you said it, man. You said it, and again, I can't personally tell you how much we appreciate you, taking, and like I said, we know, I know you're a busy man. I hit this guy up, and he'll tell you I hit him up late last night, because I thought about it a few days ago, and I just said, well, you know what, a closed mouth can't get fed, and I know Mr. Tyrone Best, like I said, just through a lot of it videos and training, and I met him personally, and I knew from just by standing next to this guy that what, he's passionate and he's true to what he's doing. And I just tell you, Mr. Best, that I've always looked up to you kind of like a brother. I know you don't really know me, but it's not about the money, like you said. I mean, we all got to go do things for the money, but I love your passion. And it's kind of like looking up to a big brother or an uncle or somebody, that's doing some good things in the world. That's what it is. That's how I look up to you. It's like, you're somebody who I want to be like because of your passion. And I just hope that I can take what you have and give it to my team and the people that's a part of my life. So appreciate you.
Yes,
Well,
sir.
thank you. Thank you.
And
just,
let me add,
Larry Gayton, this is normally his platform. And, we really kind of do this thing together, Larry and I. Larry's my sponsor. He's the one that told me about this deal. And, between him and Lucian, they're guiding me in the right direction on a daily basis. So Larry, just let you have the last word. Mr. Best, let him go, man.
yes, sir. So Darren Penner is my sponsor, and Dr. Tim Adair is Darren's sponsor. I was down in the Tennessee area, so that's how I met up with that group down there, and that's how I met Mr. Lucian with the solution. But I'll tell you, Mr. Best, I have taken so many notes. Man, I got pages on, and we recorded it, but I got page on page of notes. Man, sir, you just really fed me and my team. And I really appreciate that, Mr. Best. And I appreciate Al, reaching out to you and getting you on this platform, because we really have a heart for our people, and we really want our people to have more and do more because they deserve it. And the knowledge that you dropped here, sir, I'm done now. Thank you, Mr. Best.
Hey, thank you guys. And I'll leave you two thoughts that they guide me all the time. I really believe in networking. I believe, especially in Carabas, when one succeeds, we all succeed. I really believe that to my very core. That's why I spend no time worrying about lines of sponsorship, who I'm talking to, what group they're in, none of that stuff. I believe that we really every time anybody succeeds in Carabas, we all succeed. And if you haven't heard me say it before, my wife knows it. She said, I say to her all the time, I said, all I want on my tombstone is just one thing. And that one thing, I say it all the time to a lot of folks that haven't said it in a while. And that one statement says, the people are better because he came. That's it. That's all I want to do is do some good. And when you get a dream bigger than self, folks, I hope you hear me when I'm saying this. Put your eyes on your team, get a dream bigger than yourself, and you never got to worry about you. So, hey, Larry, make sure you get my number from Al. If you don't have it, text me your information so I can have it so we stay in contact. And any way I can help, guys, we got a lot of work to do. There are millions of people right now on their knees right now while we're doing this call, praying. I know there's some people who can't hear you, but trust me, there are millions on their knees right now praying for what we have. They don't know they're praying for us. They don't know they're praying for your phone call. But I promise you, there are people out there, millions who are praying right now. Please, God, send me something. Go reach people, man. Go touch people, okay? And love everyone. Wait on no one. Love them all. Don't get mad when they don't see it. Love them. Because just because they don't see it today, don't mean they won't wake up 6 months from there and get busy. I got more people in this program right now who just getting started in 4, 5, 6 years. Now they just got excited. So God bless Dream Big. Thank you guys for having me. Thank you, Larry. Thank you, Al. Thank you, Lucian. You guys have a great day. Let me go in this next stream. Okay?
Thank you.
Bye-bye. See you at 9 o'clock. Training, GoRocks.info. 9 p.m. Sunday night, fast track. Bye-bye.
Yes, sir.
See you, Mr. Best.
Good night. Good night now.
Thank you, brother.
Man.
Hey, team, I tell you what, that was truly a blessing. You know, Mr. Best, like I said, guys, he didn't have to do that. He glad that he did. You know, I hit him up late last night to make sure that he would be able to jump on here with us, and you know, hey, he didn't even hesitate. He said, without a doubt, you know, he'll be here, and you know, hopefully, you know, people that's on the call today, you know, hopefully you guys heard something, got something out of that. And I know that we are planned on doing the video, but what I'll do is I'll send that video out because I'm not going to keep you much longer. But I want Brother Lucian, you know, Lucian knows Ty Best. You know, Lucian and Larry, you know, those guys are the ones that kind of plugged me, you know, Ty Best. And, you know, Lucian, again, like I said, man, I'm not in his downline, but I'm a part of, you know, we got the same, you know, we're all a part of Carabars.
Same heart.
He's given me a lot of information as well, and he's frequently on our calls. So, Lucian, hey, what you got for us, brother?
Well, brother, I appreciate that, man. Y'all just make my head just go like this, man. It starts down here, man. When y'all introduce me or talk about, my head just keeps going like this, man. I appreciate you guys. Y'all are awesome. What a great call. That was some expensive training right there that we got for free.
It was.
You know, I mean, that was expensive training that we got for free. And man, I hope that everybody on here got some kind of something out of this. And you know, one of the things that kind of, I've said it before and I've heard it, but it triggered in me while Mr. Best was talking. I wouldn't let somebody else take care of my children. Why would I let somebody else take care of my money? I want my money, my wealth in my care, in my possession. I want my gold in my possession. And so don't depend on a job for somebody to pay you. Now, you know, I'm almost stepping on my own toes here because I own a company that I pay people, you know, by the hour. And you know, and like Mr. Best said, what I pay my guys is not worth. It's not enough of what they're worth to me and for me, but it's what I pay them is what the job allows. It's what the job calls for, and so it's how much it's paid for. Are you worth more than what you're getting paid? I guarantee everybody on here is worth more than what you're getting paid, but they can't pay you anymore because the company couldn't stay in business that way. That's why network marketing and like Mr. Best said, and I'd heard him say it before. That's why I triggered his response on it was, since he's been in Carrot Bars has built more wealth for him than anything else that he has done. And that's saying a lot, man. If you think about that, in the different companies that he is, different businesses that he has been in and different businesses that he has done, Carrot Bars has built more wealth for him than anything else that he's done. That's huge, guys. That's huge. Take that and run with it. Let that be as much of a motivator as anything. And he's worked by the hour too. Mr. Best has worked hourly, and so and he got paid. The job that he had was that when he was getting paid hourly was a nice paying job at the time that he was doing it. And but he knew that he wanted something better, something more, and he knew that network marketing was his path to his avenue and his vehicle to his freedom. And so take that, guys, and hang on to that. Make this build you more wealth than anything you've ever done in your life.
Amen. Amen.
Guys, thank y'all, Mr. Gaden, Mr. Taft, man, y'all are phenomenal. Y'all are, man, guys, y'all need to be hanging on every word that they say, everything they bring you guys. You guys all need to be bringing somebody else to the calls, to the webinars. Every time they do something, bring somebody on there, because they're bringing nuggets, guys. Y'all have a master team right here, man. I guarantee it. Y'all got great leadership in Mr. Al and Mr. Larry, man. That what they do for you guys, what they're helping you do, that should bring a lot to your building your teams. You should have somebody on the call every week, somebody new every week. Bring somebody new every week that they do their call. Bring it to them, and they're going to help you build your team. I guarantee they want to help you build your team as much as you want to help you build your team. And so if you're wanting to build your team tremendously, they tremendously want to help you build your team. I can absolutely promise you that. There's none of your leadership, nobody above you, nobody in your upline that just wants you to get in and not do anything. I guarantee everybody in your upline, as far upline as you go, they want you to be successful. I absolutely believe that with all my heart. And I know these two guys right here have that. I mean, they have that passion, they have that hope and that desire to help you and want you to be as successful as you want to be. So take that, guys, and run with it. Guys, thank y'all. Thank you, Mr. Taft and Mr. Larry. Man, I appreciate you guys. Y'all are awesome. Thank y'all for this opportunity today.
Thank you for joining. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Larry, what you got, man?
Whew. Man, I'm full. Right before the call, Yona had ordered some food from Cracker Barrel, and it's been in the kitchen, and I was hungry before this call started. Man, y'all got me so full, I don't even want to eat. I can't eat because there's several people that I need to reach out to about this company before I eat. I got a couple of people that I need to reach out to, Al. So yeah. I'm hungry. I was hungry, but I have my priorities straight, and my priority is for the people.
All right.
In the military, we were leader of leaders. Sergeant Major, you know the deal, Tanker. We were leaders of leaders. And I can't let that stop now because I'm retired, because I'm a civilian. I got to keep rolling. So before I eat, I'm going to have some more people in this amazing company.
Amen. Amen. I tell you what, I thank everybody for coming on to this call today, man, because, I didn't know who all would show up today because it's a Sunday at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, but I tried to get it. I knew we were all you know, right now, most of us are doing church online. So I was hoping everybody be done with church, and maybe I know we're gonna eat a little dinner after this is over with. If I can, like I said, if I can stomach it now, you know, because I'm so full, just like you, Larry. But you know, a couple of things that he said really hit home, and it, you know, and it just, to me, you know, he solidifies that what we're doing, Larry, is just we're duplicating the system, man. You know, we all have the same passion, but what he said about, you know, working a job, and being business owners, man, that really hit home because, you know, I know, I run a couple businesses, and I do, you know, I've worked in, you know, out there and even in the Army, man. I always felt like, you know, that I wasn't getting paid what I was worth. You know, I would get so frustrated. And that's what kind of drove me to network marketing because, you know, network marketing and real estate, even in real estate, man, I get a little frustrated at times because, you know, people still, they look at you and they try to judge you and they try to tell you that you're not worth, they just try to judge you. You're not worth less than my $500,000 house, or, you know, I mean, they just try to, nobody can put value on my life. They can't tell me what I'm worth, you know. So out here to say what I'm worth, it's all about me just getting up off my behind and sharing an opportunity with other people, because I want to try to find people who's just like me, who's tired of being told what you're worth. I want to work with people who believes in themselves and who believes in working with others and helping them understand what their true worth and true value is. And everybody on this call today, I've seen some people that haven't been on here for a while, but I know what they do in the real world, and they're still doing everything. They're doing what they do. You know, they're out there telling people, you know, that they're worth more, they can do better, you know, and there's something out here, you know, regardless of whether it's Carrot Bars or whatever, but, you know, Carrot Bars offers something that most companies out there, but I don't know any of them that like I said, I've been a part of a whole lot of different organizations, and I don't know any of them that offer assets like Carrot Bars. All right, I know we got a couple questions. Damon, Damon, you're unmuted. He had a question first. Go ahead, Damon. What's your question?
All right, so can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, my first question. Well, dude, he answered one of my questions, but my other question is kind of like, I know I haven't been tuned in much, so it's probably an answer you probably answered before, but what do you do when, like, I'm gonna tell you the truth, I kind of like gave up on it a little bit, but still believed in it, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
And I got a couple people and I told them about it, but it's like they don't want to be part of it. They don't believe in it. Like they see so many scams and stuff like that, and then even if you do refer them to a conference call or anything like that, they just don't tune into it. Like they just,
Yeah,
do it.
I got you. Now here's what and that's a good question, because you know, you're not the only person that runs into that problem. I mean, our issue. But you know, one of the biggest things, what I tell you to do, man, like we tell everybody all the time, you got to do it yourself. You know, you have to go out there and the putting the work in Carrot Bars is not real hard. I mean, like you said, it's hard, but it's not hard. You know, what I mean by that is it's hard to motivate yourself if you're not self-motivated, if you're not easily self-motivated. You know, it's hard if you don't follow the system and if you don't, you know, you're not plugging in. But you can go out there, man, and you can, when you start, you know, auto saving and saving your gold, when you're out there getting into your, getting into your back office and learning, you know, reading all the latest news and all that good stuff, you'll start figuring out, you'll start understanding that all those people that doubt, all those people that say they don't want to be, you know, involved because of whatever reason they think it's a scam or this and that. You like you know, Mr. Todd Best said it earlier. He said, love them, but don't wait for them. Keep moving. You know, just move on and go on to the next person. Start figuring out. He used a lot of different, phrases a few minutes ago. Hey, how you doing? My name is Ty Best. Man, you leave your income options open. You know, he's meeting new people. Jalen right there just popped up on the screen. He does it all the time. You know, I teaches him and tell him all the time, hey man, you know, just ask 10 people every day, you know, do they leave the income options open? Do they look for different ways to make money? You know, you got to believe in it. Once you start believing in it and you start understanding and doing the things that we do, because in Karatbars, even if you don't build a team, you know, the team is going to build, because you got people that's above you that's still sponsoring people. The team is going to continue to grow, you know, but you got a business package. You know, you got access to to all the information. You got access to me and Larry. You know, anytime you have any questions or you have any, you know, anybody that you want to share this opportunity with, do like Jalen did. You know, pull a Jalen. Lamont Butler said it his best when he got in one of his buddies that he'd been talking to for a long time. He said, "Man, I pulled a nephew Jalen on him. I told him, you know, we started talking about different ways to make money, and then I told him that, hey, look, get in contact with my buddy." And then he shut up. He just he introduced it. He gave him the information, showed him the video, and then they didn't say nothing else. He let us do the talking for him. We helped him out. So good question, man. But yeah, keep on plugging in, man, and let's stay in contact with me. And I promise you, you know, I told you, you and Alexis, man, y'all my young millionaire couple. And by the way, congratulations, Larry. Those two young couples, you remember them, Damon and Alexis?
Of course.
Oh, them little knuckleheads went and got married and didn't tell me.
Congratulations. Awesome.
All right. Hey, Brother Dale got a question. Go ahead, Dale, you're unmuted.
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Okay. No, I don't really have a question. I was listening to Ty there, and I like to let everybody in on something that I've been through with my life. Now, y'all are looking at a man that's been working 54 years already. 54 years.
Wow.
Not that old. I started working at the age of 8 years old in this high school. But you were saying yourself, a person that's been working 54 years, he should be well off now, but I'm not. Because at the age of 8 years old, I was making $1 per day. That's what I make my start with. $1 per day. That's from sun up to sundown. And as the years went on, you know, things got a little better, not no lot. But with the sum and all that, what I'm trying to say is this. 54 years of work, I shouldn't have no financial concerns at all. If things were like what we have now. But I tell a lot of people, you know, I talk to people too, like your Jalen was saying, you have some people that they just don't get it. Let's see, our problem here, especially in the South, we have always been taught, I still remember when I first started work, if you want anything, you had to work for it. That's all they taught us to believe, work. But that's really not it. You would work, but you was on the pay. You got it nowhere. That's why it's been 15, up and now, it's going on 5 years. My brother-in-law Larry introduced me to this. And he asked me one simple question. He said, brother-in-law, do you trust me? And I said, yeah. I didn't have no idea what he was talking about. And he asked me, yeah, I had a certain little amount of money and he was enjoying detail. I gave it to him. And that's how I got involved in the business. But I tell you, what we have now, what generation have now, I have a young man up under me. He's in his early 30s. And Larry knew who I'm talking about, Big Mike. And I'm really amazed at him because he can see exactly what I see at his age and the age that I am. In a few more months, I will be at that retirement age, which, you know, is not enough to retire on, but I'll be there. But I said all that to say this. If people would just, I'm learning more about it week by being on call with y'all, talking with y'all. I learn more and more every week. But if people would just get this, plug in, and do the simple math, we will all be in a lot better shape. You know, I thank God to let me live long enough to get in the business I am now. course, now out of all them years, I don't finally get where I not quite, but I can work like I want to. Not quite there yet, but I'm close. I thank God for it. Otherwise, I don't have to work as hard as I did when I first started off. That way.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Well, glad you're part of the group, man, and we appreciate your information, and I always appreciate your wisdom. And man, you're just a testament, man. Of, you know what? Doesn't matter how old you are, people. It doesn't matter how young you are. You know, doesn't matter what color you are. You know, we all, you know, we can go out here and do things to better our current situation, and even if it's, you know, not for you, you know, do it for your children, because this is something that you can really, like you said, I think Fuchsia said it a few minutes ago, we're creating generational wealth, guys. We're teaching people, we're teaching our kids, you know, something. I was on a FaceTime with my grandbaby the other day. My wife was sitting up there, you know, her and my grandbaby FaceTime each other all the time. And she was down here last year sometime, man, sat in a meeting with me and Larry talking about gold. And she's 6 years old. And man, you know, I heard her say something about, you know, I started talking about some coins or something. She said, well, that's just like coin. That's like that's like gold. The coins are gold, just like that money you was talking about, the gold money. So she knows that gold is money, you know, and she understands that she wants to start accumulating, and she knows that Paw is acquiring some assets now that he's going to, you know, go ahead and that's going to be a part of her. I don't know, whatever it's going to be, you know, whether it be a part of her, you know, graduation stuff or whatever, but she's going to have something that she's going to be able to hold on to if she wants to and give it to her kids one day, you know, because she's going to have more than just 1 gram. I can guarantee you that.
Hey, can you pause the recording for a second?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.